Don't be shy.
How you doing, man?
How are you?
Hanging in there.
Because what you were saying is you're a shy guy, but you built a not so shy car.
It's a little on the pushy side, I guess. You know, I don't know if we need all this stuff in there, but like.
So Vibrant has been historically known for having really incredible cars in their booth. And this, I definitely wouldn't put it past them. This thing is so crazy. Yeah. So what was the idea behind this build?
This car was supposed to be 10 years, 12 years ago, was supposed to be a mid-engine Mustang, but I got, you know, somebody took advantage of me, the transmission companies, and I kind of got a sour taste for it, and I left the car there for 10 years. And
you left it alone, or
I left it
in storage?
On the side of my shop there for 10 years. Last year I came here to the Hoonigan stuff in there with my buddy Connor. You know, we did a burnout box thing, and I decided that I had to have a car to do the Hoonigan burnout box. And I called Duarte from Drift HQ, and we started talking about it, and he just got in town. Like, he went to PRI, started talking to companies and people to, you know, they want to get on board with the, you know, building this thing. I got a rendering together, and here we go. Like last June, we started doing the car. It's here. So
you got inspired by the Hoonigan Barnyard. You called up your buddy Duarte from Drift HQ. Shout out to Duarte. And how did he help you build this, or did you build this at your shop, or where was this built?
The chassis was done, like I said, a long time ago, but it was longer, 7 inches longer there because the motor was going to be in the back. And then, like in June, when we got back, we just brought the car back to the normal Mustang length, and then we put a C6 suspension front and rear. We did the fabrication and everything, like in the painting at my shop, me and my buddy Gustavo, that's right behind you there. And
where is your shop?
In Lakeland, Florida.
Okay.
For the the hurricane was coming, and we had that plan to bring it to Drift HQ and assemble the car there. So we brought the car to the shell, and everything was put it together at the Drift HQ with their guys in there. Adam let me put this in his shop for the first week because the hurricane was coming. It was,
what does Adam think about this thing?
I guess he liked it because this motor, remember Adam's GT350 that burned?
Yeah.
That's that motor.
Oh, this is the motor?
That's the motor, yeah.
So this is a GT350?
Yes, engine.
Flat plane crank?
Flat plane crank. The one that came out of Adam's burn, like the Baja.
Yeah. Okay.
GT350.
So then, was the motor refreshed? Like, what was done to this to get it to this point?
Yes, I mean, we had looked at the motor before, and the motor was great. I mean, it was burned, so it was the outside of the motor and everything, but we took it apart, like look at the bearings, check everything. It was, you know, it was all good there, no issues, no problems. It was more the cosmetic side. And then we assembled. We got like GT500 valve covers now, the aluminum one, so not plastic anymore. We're just basically cosmetic to it.
This intake manifold is insane.
This thing is, man, I always want to have one of those, like a car to have one. In my Autofighter, I bought like a plastic one, and I hate it. So like, I'm not gonna make the same mistake. I'm gonna put this thing on. Frankenstein makes that thing. It's like, you know, it's billet. Nice. I like it so much.
So cool. It kind of gives me a Hoonicorn vibes from the front a
Yes.
little bit,
Yes.
because of the way the turbo is set up.
I mean, how can you be a guy that likes Mustangs and don't be inspired by the legend? You know, to me, that's what that guy is. I wonder, like, what he would think if he was here.
Oh, I can guarantee you he would have loved this thing.
You know, that's
it's a different take. You know, it's just different styling. I think it's pretty cool. How was the chassis itself when you first started the build? Because you said you started it over 10 years ago.
Yes.
Was it like a destroyed chassis?
The body, the Mustang body, the only thing that we use from that is like the A-pillar. This part here, like the inside structure, and the one that goes down.
That's it.
Everything else, I mean, then we put on like made like a, see the frame?
All the front.
The front, it goes all the way back there, same thing, the hoops.
So is that an original Mustang frame?
No, that is done for like a drag race type of, I just bought, now I can, like I said, it was 10 years ago. Now I have a body that could just bend them for me the way I wanted, but this was like a chassis, like a frame rails from a drag, to build a drag car. And then we installed the C6 suspension into it, and now have the WiseFab angle kit, so we can drift.
And then, so the dimensions of it, is it like a C6 dimension?
Yes, the mounting is the C6. So like I can just break a C6 suspension, a factory suspension, bolt on, L-bolt onto it. It just, I narrow a little bit because the C6 is way wider.
Got it.
The rear is the same exact dimension as the C6 because I left the lower cradle is original from a C6.
So it's independent.
Independent with the quick change.
Got it. What are you actually going to use this for? Is this going to be a drift car? Is this going to be a burnout car? What is it going to be used for?
It's going to be a drift car for a while, but I have the availability of just taking the front arms of the suspension and put a factory ones because I wanted to do some, just to test the car like on the track, like to see how fast I can go, like a autocross thing, and put a different, try different setups to it. But it's a drift car right now. It's a drift car.
So then, are you gonna not have a hood on it?
I can't. The motor is so high. See, like right here, there's no way. Because if the motor was lower, I could put like a little half hood here and then a half hood there. But like the way it is, I can't do it.
I like it. I like it the way it is. I think it's so cool.
That's the only. I guess that's the only hood is gonna be this.
Yeah.
And
that's more than enough. Love the wheels too. This is so cool.
Yeah. This is a Lightspeed. They're from California. They build some nasty. This is a magnesium wheel.
Nice brakes too.
Yes.
Are they nickel?
They are nickel plated. Yes, Paragon. Those brakes are. I was gonna put it just like a factory style little brakes, and then look at those things. It's just,
amazing. Samsona sequential.
Yes.
What do you think? How much power is this going to make? Or did you dyno this already?
No. We just put a safe start up and running thing, so just so I can run, bring it here and bring it back. This only revs like now to 4,000, and at 4,000 RPM, it's nasty enough.
It's already pretty crazy.
Yeah, we burned the carpet when I got here. I couldn't resist. I just got on, and then we just pushed the car right where the burn is.
Right.
So like the cover's in there, so I don't get yelled too much.
What are you hoping to make?
We're gonna probably leave around the 800 because it's a safe for the motor the way it is. But like eventually, I wanted to bring it to like a, have a couple modes, like I say 800, 1,000, and let's say 1,200 horsepower.
Because this motor, I'm assuming a lot of, I don't know if I've ever seen anybody use this for forced induction, right? Because this is already meant to be such a high revving, naturally aspirated.
So rev.
It makes so much power already, right?
Yes, revving, high compression. I mean, everything is to be the best of the best itself. There's companies already doing it out there, like 1,000 horsepower, no problems. I'm not gonna, with the stock the way it is, I'm not gonna go crazy on that. To like beyond that, I'm gonna be there. Eventually, I have plans to do a little upgrades to the motor, and then I'm gonna let it rip for a good 1,200 horsepower.
Running a Haltech setup in here.
Yeah, this thing is, man, it's like so amazing. First time I've seen it's ECU and has its own PDM into it.
Can I just point out how clean the inside is and how clean everything is? It's just so finished and it's so clean. Even though it doesn't have a dash, I just love the design of it. It's very pure. It's just so raw.
Yeah, we made like a race car-ish to it. Let's just say if something happens to this car, I just gotta take the seats out. Everything else is metal. The car weights, like being all in metal, I expect to be heavier, and it's only 2650, everything.
That's so light. With the amount of power you're gonna be making,
yes,
that's gonna be absolutely ignorant.
Yeah, for right now.
Whoa! I didn't even notice the rear end here. So this quick change,
yeah,
very noticeable. Just open right there. That is so neat. I love that.
Yes.
Huge fuel cell. So the reason why this area exists in the first place is because the engine was supposed to sit right here.
Yes, the engine was supposed to be there, and like as being a drift car, like our pro car. Basically, this is a Pro 1 and a tube chassis, so it will never be legal to nothing. But it's the same idea. And then I, bring the radiators back here because I wanted to be clean on the front. There's 2 radiators in this thing because I don't want to never have to. Remember, before it was supposed to be a burnout car, so I need cooling.
Just to be able to sit on the limiter.
And do the.
So one is just right behind the other?
Yes.
Is there a fan on them?
There is 2 2 fans down.
Does this open by chance?
No, this does
Okay.
not. It's we just made it so it bolts on.
Right.
But like,
Oh, I
there's
see it.
2
Okay.
fans in there, and then it's one. The radiator's like sits kind of this way,
Understood.
and it passes through one and to the other one, and goes back to the front, and it stays fairly. If the tests we did, it will be fine.
This
Perfect.
is so scary to me, though. Like, I can't believe how clean it is and how finished. Please don't tap any walls with this. Like, look at this.
Yeah, I gotta tell my buddies that I'll try to avoid everything to it. You know, unfortunately, my buddies, they like to be real close sometimes.
What a car. What color is this?
This is the Hydro Blue. My BMW is the same color. The Eurofighter is exactly the same. On this car, for some reason, it looks a different color. I'm not sure it's the gold accents to it, but it's...
Whoa, look at the intake in the front, right in front of the intercooler.
Yeah.
So that's your shop?
Yes, Mielk Motorsports. And that is thanks to Cricket from Drift HQ that he got his buddy there to make me that little sign there to attach the 2 titanium intake tubes. And
It's amazing. You could just see everything so clearly. I really can't wait to see this run. What a badass car, man.
in a couple weeks, we're gonna go back to Adam's place and dyno and test it. You know, set the suspension
Maybe you
up.
do a couple donuts there.
We're gonna try to drift it.
Okay.
My buddy Connor said that he's gonna go down, and then like there we have Adam. I mean, everybody there at Drift HQ drifts, like
Yeah.
Sean, to the pro level thing, Duarte, and all that. I am not the right guy to drive this.
You could practice.
I gotta practice a little bit. I trashed my car in the 4th of July event, so I gotta practice a little more with to
No
get
worries.
involved with that.
No worries. Work your way up to this.
Yes.
I also love the fact that it's mirrored turbos. That just looks so cool.
Yes, the guys from Garrett and here hooked me up with that setup.
Oh my
It's
goodness.
just I love it.
Straight up. It's just this design, Unicorn vibes for sure.
Yes.
Amazing. The Unicorn runs on methanol. What fuel is this going to run on?
E85.
Okay.
Yeah, it's running an E85 right now. I was thinking to run the C16 because you know those kind of cars, they sit more than that we run them, but for now it's going to be E85.
Got it. Thank you so much for showing us this. I can't wait to see it run. I can't wait to hear it.
Appreciate that. There's the thing with the hearing. It has because it don't cross, so no promises on how it's going to sound. But like we do our best to have a Mustang rumble to it.
Yeah, well, this motor famously sounds incredible.
Yes.
It just doesn't sound like any other Mustang, right? It sounds so good. It's so
Sounds-
crisp, revs so high. Honestly, probably one of the best American cars I've ever driven, the GT350. Really.
Wow.
You know, just such a visceral feeling, very raw. It makes me wonder how it's going to sound with these turbos.
Right now, it's not that tone. It bugs me a little bit, that part. But like I hope when that we can, the eagle can spread the wings and
I love that.
It just gets a little bit better. If not, we're gonna have to put some. I have plans because we have race mufflers in there, so we're gonna grab a couple and put them in this area here on the inside. And it's not to quiet the car; it's just to get the, the out.
Got it. So cool. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Love
Anytime.
it. Hope you guys enjoyed our coverage from SEMA. We're shooting so many cars here. Yesterday I shot 10 videos. As always, if you guys like what we're doing, we would really appreciate if you guys subscribe. We're really trying to get to 1 million subscribers. So thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next SEMA coverage video.